Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our virtual classroom. My name is Ben. I will be your teacher today. I am originally from the United States, but now I live in Da Nang City, Vietnam, and I'm very happy to be here with you. I would like to ask you all to please introduce yourselves to the class. Please, when I call your name, please tell us your name and your home city or province. And then, very quickly, after you introduce yourself, could you please answer the following question? Which news media do you like the best? And why? Why? So the choices are newspaper, radio, television, and the internet. So I will begin with Nita. Good afternoon, Nita.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ben. Everyone, my name is Nikita. I'm 23 years old, and my home province is Devon. It's near Cần City, if you know it.
Yes, I
For the
do.
question, I prefer to yes, I prefer to update news through the internet because it is the quickest way to update news. And besides, I think it's convenient because I can check the news whenever and wherever I want. As we have Wi-Fi service almost everywhere, and I also use the 3G service, so it's
Yeah,
pretty convenient.
yeah, I think so. I agree. Uh, yeah, when you have a 3G, it's especially convenient. Excellent, very good answer. Thank you, Nita, and welcome. And next, Nen, good afternoon.
Yes, Vietnam teacher. My name is Nhan. I'm 27 years old. I come from Vũng Tàu City, but now I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City.
Very
Nice to meet
nice.
you. Yes.
Nice to meet you. So what about you, Nen? What news media do you like the best?
Yes. I think have a lot of method of news media, but I prefer to use the internet to set my yes because it's very convenient for me to search everything I want to know the internet.
Yeah, I understand this.
That this is in my opinion.
Yeah, I know, I understand. I think it's a good opinion, and the internet it's almost about, I think so far, both, two people say the internet, and I'm interested to hear what Kevin thinks. And good afternoon, Kevin.
Afternoon.
Hello, Kevin.
Hi.
Kevin, could you please introduce yourself to the class?
Yes, my name is Kevin. I'm 11 years old. I come from Hanoi City. I'm currently a student at the secondary school.
Very nice. And so, Kevin, which news media do you like the best? The newspaper, or radio, or television, or internet, and why?
I think I like the internet the most because with internet, everything is possible. I can watch television on the internet. I can listen to the radio on the internet and also read the newspaper.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. I think that you can do all of these on the internet. Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is a very, very good point as well, I think. Thank you. And lastly, Ciao. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, teacher. Sorry because I have some technical problems.
Oh, no problem. I hear you perfectly.
Yeah, and on the new media, the news media I like best is the internet.
Yeah. And why?
I think it's very fast and convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you so much and welcome again. And I think we should go ahead and get started now. And very quickly, there's a quotation here, and it is kind of a strange quotation, but the quotation is, "But I know newspapers, they have the First Amendment, and they can tell any lie knowing it's a lie." And the question is, what does this quote mean? And let me just give you a brief summary of what the First Amendment is. It's actually a part of the American Constitution, and the First Amendment, it guarantees freedom of speech, so that people are supposed to be able to say whatever they want without fear of being arrested. And so this leads to many news organizations or many news channels becoming very sensational. So they can freely say many things without worrying about having to be arrested. So I wonder, what do you think this quote means, Chow?
I think this quote talk about something the newspaper show, something the newspaper write.
Yeah.
It's not completely right. It's not completely like the fact, the truth.
Yeah.
It's affected by some party.
Yeah.
I mean something related to politics.
Yeah. Bias. I think that's a really good answer. Yeah. So that makes sense. Oh, and I think oftentimes people would say also that it is affected by the desire to sell newspapers to make money. I think that's another thing that we might think about. That's a very good answer. Thank you, Chow. And next, Nita, what do you think? What does this mean?
Yes, first, I think the First Amendment, I thought it means it is that you can fix whatever you said one time.
Yeah.
Is what I think. And by the First Amendment, I think the journalists or the reporters can pick some certain word or sentences from an artist or whoever they work with, pick a certain word or sentences and create a whole new meaning of it, of the speaker's idea, and make it as the title of his or her report.
Yeah.
Actually, they are not lying, they just express it in a different way that they can get as much attention from the audiences as possible.
Yeah. Very good. I like that answer. They're not lying, but maybe, but they're creating new meaning, like you said. To yeah. I like that. That's very good. Thank you, Nita. I like that. I think that's a very good interpretation. And then, what do you think?
Yes, I think this could mean have some newspaper, they always tell lie, or the hot news to public, so easy to get money and sell their newspaper very fast.
Yeah.
Yes, it depends on the tendency of the people nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're right. And for example, I know that in the U.S. This man named Donald Trump is a very good example.
Yes.
People cover him a lot, and he's maybe not it's for the presidential race, but maybe he's not a very serious candidate, but everyone reads about him. People read about him, even though he is not a serious candidate. And they've actually done studies on this too, I think. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. I think that's a really good answer. And Kevin, what do you think?
I think this quote, it means that newspaper, sometimes they're not true. They're just writing for money.
Yeah. Yeah. I think so. I think that it restates what many other people have said today. I think it makes very good sense. Thank you, Kevin. And I think that's true. I think that you all did very well with this. It's, I think, a very difficult statement to actually read, even for a native speaker. So you all did very well. And next I would like to practice some vocabulary. And very quickly, let me clear my throat. So what I will do, as you can see, there are a list of 6 words on this page. And I want everyone to have a chance to practice the pronunciation of all of these words. So what I will do is I will read all 6 words, and then I will ask each of you to please repeat these words after me, and then we will move on. So I will begin. Tabloid. Publish. Politics. demonstration, arrest, protest, and Chow, could you please repeat?
Okay. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest.
Very good. Very good. And I think that was an excellent job of emphasizing or stressing the correct syllables as well. So very well done. And I will repeat. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest. And Nita.
Yes. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, and protest.
Very good. And again, tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest. And Nen.
Yes. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, protest.
Very good. Once more. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstration, arrest, and protest. And Kevin.
Yes. Tabloid, publish, politics, demonstrate, demonstration, arrest, protest.
Excellent. And Kevin, could you please choose one of these words to define?
Yes, I'll choose the word politics.
Okay, excellent.
Politics. It means that when there's some issues or problems related to the government.
Mhm. Okay, excellent. And could you please make a sentence with the word politics?
Yes. My dad likes politics news.
Very good. And actually, if you were to use that word, the word politics, in front of a word like news, you would actually want to say political. So you would if you were to, I will give you an example. If you were to describe, my dad likes to watch news that is about politics or something like this. That's how you might say this. Okay, thank you. And next, Nan, could you please choose a word to define?
Yes, I will choose number 5, arrest.
Right, excellent.
It means to capture or hold or take somebody captive.
Yeah, very good. And could you please make a sentence with the word arrest?
Yes, the theft has arrested by policemen.
Very good. Thank you so much. I think that's an excellent sentence. And now next, Nita, could you please choose a word to define?
Yes, I will choose the first one, tabloid.
Excellent.
Tabloid is a kind of newspapers that usually writes things which is untrue to get many readers.
Excellent. And then could you please make a sentence with tabloid?
Yes, teenagers tend to read tabloid more than adults.
Yeah. Very good. That's excellent. And next, Chow, could you please choose a word to define?
I will choose the word publish.
Excellent.
I think publish it means prepare and produce a book, magazines, sell.
I think that's really good. And then could you please make a sentence with the word publish?
Yeah. This newspaper is published daily.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you. And then, Kevin, could you please choose another word to define, please?
Yes. I'll choose demonstrates.
Demonstration. Yes.
Demonstration. It means that like a show.
Yeah. And usually I would say a gathering to a gathering of people. To either support or oppose something. So this, I think, is the demonstration here. And could you please make a sentence with the word demonstration?
Yes. Demonstration is not capable of mathematical demonstration.
Okay, very good. Thank you. And Ben, could you please define the last word for us? Protest.
Yes. Protest. It means don't agree or accept or raise objections.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. And then could you please make a sentence with protest?
Yes. Let me. The group of people. The group of people have the strength to protest government.
Very good. Excellent. That's a really good sentence. And well done, everyone. I want to move on now, and you can see there are some phrases or idioms that I want to practice. And the first one is the phrasal verb call off. And to call off means to cancel something. So to decide that something will not happen. So for example, you could say something like, I will call off class today because I am sick. Something like that. That's how you could use this. And the second idiom is to be bad news for somebody or something, and this means to likely cause problems. And then the third idiom is to be good news for somebody or something. So this is just the opposite. So this means to likely help somebody or help gain an advantage. So we could say something like, it is bad news for me that the the electric bill is so high, something like that. So I would like to ask each of you to make a sentence using one of these. Yes, Anita, you have a question.
Yeah, yes. Should I say protest about something or protest against something?
I think generally it depends, but you could say, you could use either one. Either one is okay. I think that this is one word that, so, for example, the workers, protested about the pay cuts, right? So that's perfectly fine, but you could also say they protested against the pay cuts. And then really this means the same thing. This word is very versatile. Okay? Does that help?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Good. And so, Chow, could you please make a sentence using one of these either phrasal verbs or idioms?
Yeah. Make the sentence with the phrase be bad news for somebody else.
Okay.
The death of Mr. Jones is the best news for his family.
Very good. That's a perfect use of this. And Nita, could you please make a sentence?
Yes. My boss called off today's meeting.
Yeah, very good. That's always a good thing, I think. And then,
Yes. My sentence is I will choose the key good news for somebody or something.
okay.
Yes. News motorbike is good news for my sister so that she will have the transport to go to work on time.
Very good. Excellent. And Kevin,
Yes. I need you to call off my flights.
very good. Very well done, everyone. And so next, I want to practice a particular structure, a grammar structure. And this is a little tricky because you can see there are so many components so in this case, the subject has or have or just already and been, and past participle plus an object and a by or subject. But in fact, what we were talking about is we are using these language to describe something that just happened, that just recently happened. So, for example, we can see this, the strike has just been called off. And so this is actually fairly simple. You just have to make sure that you use this either just, and then that's the most important thing. But let me give you, because we only have 4 students, I will give you a couple of examples, and then I will ask you to use these. But for example, using number 6 here, I could say the 3 men have just been arrested. Okay, so for example, the things that I added here are the word have, and then the word been, have just been, and then I've changed arrest into the past tense. So example. Okay, so, and you can see that I'll make one more example, and then I will ask you to do this. The number 5, the Prime Minister and just arrived. So, okay, and I'm going to capitalize what I have added to this sentence. So you can see the Prime Minister has just arrived. So actually, I'd like to ask you each to use these given prompts and make one sentence using these. And first, I will start with you, Chao. Could you please make a sentence with one of these prompts?
Yes, the terrorist has already questioned by the police.
Excellent. And the only difference, the only thing I would say is that you want to use the word "ben" here. So you would say the terrorist has already been questioned by police. Okay? That'll be that's the only difference there. Excellent. Thank you. And Nita, could you please use one of these prompts in a sentence?
Yes, I'll choose the second one.
Okay,
The strike have already lasted for 3 weeks.
very good. Very good. That's perfect. Thank you. And next, Nen.
Yes, I will choose number 3. The new report on allergies had just been published.
Very good. That's perfect. Excellent. Thank you. And lastly, Kevin, could you please use number 4?
Yes. The scientists have just found the gene that causes asthma.
Excellent. Very good. All right. Very well done, everyone. And next, I want to have a quick discussion between students. And you see there are 2 questions here. The first question is, do you think that news is necessary? And why or why not? And then the second question is, do you, in your opinion, can news influence the way people behave? So I would like to ask each of you to please, with a partner, discuss these 2 questions. And first I will start with Chao and Nita. Can you please discuss?
Hello, Miss Young.
Yes. Hi, Nita.
Okay. How are you today?
Yes, I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. What do you think about the news? Do you think it's necessary for us?
Yes, of course. I think, as I know, people all need to read the news daily, okay? And the news is very important because this time is for information, and news supplies a large amount of information. So I think it's very necessary.
Okay. in my opinion, I think the news is necessary because we should keep ourselves updating with the news so that you know what is happening around us. You can protect yourself, you can reinforce your knowledge about many things in many aspects, and you can also know some ways to protect yourself from being harmed or from being tricked by somebody else out there. And like you can read a weather forecast to know whether if tomorrow is raining, so you can cancel your appointment.
Yes,
And do you think that the news can influence the way that we behave?
yes, of course, the news totally can influence the way people behave. I don't know, but I used to heard that the news, the function of the newspaper is the assures the way. Actually, people always are always affected by the news. They read the news and they are aware.
Very good. I think that's a very good discussion. I want to stop now. I want to keep moving and ask Nen and Kevin to please discuss.
Yes. Hello, Calvin.
Hi,
Nice to
yeah.
meet you. Yes. Do you often read news?
No, I don't, because I prefer to watch films.
Yes. Do you think that news is necessary for you?
No, it isn't when I'm small, because when I'm small, I don't need to know much news. I just need to relax. Studying is enough for me.
Yes. I think news is very important to our life because you can update the latest information and sorry, and you can know everything happen around you. And the first time I heard the people don't like this news. Very exciting. And in your opinion, can news influence the way people behave?
No, because having news, it doesn't have any impact on people. There's no more, that's all.
I wonder if this is true though, but maybe not even like something like the fashion section of the news. Yeah, you don't think this maybe affects the way people behave? Maybe the clothes they wear or something? I don't know. What do you think, man?
Yes, I think the news can influence the way people behave a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, because when you heard or read some news about the disaster or some serious disease, the people will very worry about this and they will try to find the way how to protect them, how to protect the public that the face to the serious disaster or the disease.
Yeah.
But yes, or sometimes they read the good news. It seems to me I'm very happy, and I hope in the future I can have the good life or luxury life to have the luxury car and house and a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Exactly. Thank you, Nan, and thank you, Kevin. I want to quickly move on, and I think that Nan makes a very good point, and especially with the disease. I think that I notice now people are wearing masks around because of they're worried about these diseases, and so I just want to quickly give you a couple of things that you can take with you today. And I think everyone did a really wonderful job, so I don't have a lot of criticism. What I do have are some suggestions, and I'm going to write these down in your assessment. And I think these are mostly about pronunciation, and I think that pronunciation is the most difficult part of moving from speaking Vietnamese to speaking English. And so I have some techniques and some rules that I'm sending to everyone that I have accumulated and continue to accumulate each time I teach, because I think that they are very, very useful. And so I think that your vocabulary and grammar are both very good. I'm not worried about any of you as far as your learning, but I do think there are some rules that can be very helpful. So, for example, these mostly revolve around remembering to pronounce the end of words. And that's what these rules really come down to, because it's so easy. I think in Tiếng Việt and Vietnamese, I know that we emphasize the beginning of words so much more than we do the end. But in English, really the end of a word is just as important as the beginning, and sometimes more important. So I know that it's very hard sometimes to remember that. So I just have given you all a list of some techniques and instructions to help you remember to pronounce the end of different types of words. And it's a big list, so maybe too big, I don't know. But hopefully you'll find it very helpful. And just want to remind everyone about what we studied relating to news, the idiom about bad news and good news, and the phrasal verb call off. And we had a discussion. And also I just want to remind everyone to do your homework. And I want to thank you for your time today. I really enjoyed class, and hope everyone has a good day, and hang up live. Well, see you again very soon, I hope. Thank you so much.
And we'll see you again. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.